over. Alrighty, everyone. Hello, and welcome to another session of Mistwalkers Spectrum of Eternity. I am your humble DM, Lily, and I'm very excited to be here for the 13th, I can count this time, 13th session of Mistwalkers. We'll be getting right into it after a quick round of player introductions. So first of all, Yulia, would you mind kicking us off as always?
Of course! Hello everyone, my name is Yulia. I go by RoyalKnightVT on various socials. I am a elven knight princess. A lot to say, but I do a lot of fantasy-based things, play a lot of RPGs, JRPGs, and play D&D with these wonderful individuals. And tonight I will be playing Kloven, our local cleric.
You know, this is kind of off topic, and I'm doing my own derailing, but I just realized, I was like, once again, we're in a party with only one last name.
Oh. Wait, yeah, we are.
Unless
Who needs last
King
name?
is Sewer King's last name. I feel like that's just a title,
Who's
though.
to say?
Yeah. So, anyway, Sewer King, would you mind introducing yourself?
Absolutely. So I'm MerisAurum. I'm a celestial dragon VTuber. I specialize in storytelling streams where we talk about all things books and literature. And I also run my own D&D campaign on the side called The Trial of Hearts. It's an ode to all things romantic fantasy. So if you have a hankering for some drama and political intrigue, mystery, and a dash of romantic shenanigans, definitely check it out. We play it every other Wednesday. And while I am here, I play the one, the only, the titular Sewer King, the party's fighter of indeterminate subclass that no one should worry about.
Absolutely nothing to worry about there, no sir.
Nah.
Thank you very much. Sif, please introduce your character.
If MIA.
Sif?
Sorry. I thought you said someone else. I heard the Sif and then I was like, oh, they said somebody else. Wait, no, that's me. Hi, I'm Sif _ VTuber, and when I'm not deaf, I'm streaming video games and art on my channel, and will eventually be uploading animations to my own YouTube channel soon. Storm Curse of Strahd, the VODs are up. I just need to, refine them, and then hopefully get back to running that game with my lovely players. It's traumatic, it's gay, it's silly, and it's full of fucking fan service for me and my friends, and maybe you. I'm glad to be back again as Tate, little dirty farmer man who that's all there is to him. There's nothing more. No yearning, no potential writing. His name is literally Potato. Don't worry about it.
I never fucking realized that.
I'm learning this the first time today too.
I'm not
My
very good
writing-
at picking up things.
Oh, I didn't mean to make that GIF a reply, but that was me writing Tate's name. Hopefully,
Fucking Dragon Ball Z over here, Jesus.
Tate Planner.
Thank you very much. Aster,
that's
please
incredible.
go ahead with your introduction.
Hey everybody, I'm Aster. I am a cosmic archmage, a indie game enthusiast, and aspiring voice actor. You can find me under ArchmagesTower on Twitch and Blue Sky. Not super active right now, but we're working on putting things back together soon. And in this party, I play Thaddeus, our party's resident artificer, whose heart overtakes his brain a few too many times per session. So, looking forward to that.
Yeah, and I guess that's
Ow.
about... Oh.
Oh, I got something in my eye. Ow.
Oh.
Oh, no.
I was just like, oh god, did you just stab yourself?
Something
Kind
did.
of like that, yeah. Either way. I guess it's a bit of a further introduction for myself. I am an artist as well. I'm in a lot of D&D campaigns, and love to play with my good friends here. So, if you like any of that, I have a Blue Sky, and yep, that should be about it. Let's go ahead and head into a quick session recap. As I've been joking around, I actually wrote out a session recap for the first time, so hopefully this goes smooth. So, last session, Thaddeus found himself back in the caverns of New Dashek. While reeling from the visions, he confided in Kloven what it was that he saw and how it confused him. The two exchanged fond words and comfort for the days to come. Shortly after, once everyone had risen, Thaddeus told the rest of the group about what he had seen. The group found it difficult to believe, but still felt it was possible due to what they knew from previous experiences as well as Mai's words. Thaddeus vowed that this could be useful for defeating the child long-term and was excited to experiment more. Afterwards, as the party left their living quarters, they were quickly surrounded by a group of people who asked them a multitude of questions and fawned over their presence. In the background, a small lady with rabbit ears lurked in the distance, watching the party closely. The party then proceeded to split up. Kloven and Adam are going to ask locals and guards what they knew about the situation and any other information they could potentially inquire about, while Thaddeus, SK, and Tate joined Quinn in the fishing cove. Quinn demonstrated how they fished before SK demonstrated his own apex predator skills by fishing while standing very, very still. Tate resolved to catch the biggest fish he possibly could. After a bit of struggle, he was successful, and the party brought their haul back to Thaddeus, who used his flamethrower to cook the meat. The party reconvened with the guards, as well as the town overseer, Gale, who led the conversation. They discussed what it is that they knew, what they have been able to accomplish, which ended up being essentially nothing, and other ongoings they felt were important to mention. After some time, they dismissed, and Kloven, Adamar, and others proceeded to give the guards some training and promised to work on equipment for them to keep them as best suited for combat as they possibly could be. That evening, they had a few group discussions. It was brought up that they believe the monster of the region, known as Namiota, is likely anti-sibling Venus, and the guardian of this area. Anti agreed that it sounded likely, but also made sure that the party would agree that if they were ever taken and corrupted, that the party would end their life without hesitation. Tate quickly protested and assured them that it would never come to that. As the party rested, SK was woken up by a thrumming coming from above ground. Curiosity getting the best of him, he peeked out into the hallway only to find the rabbit girl from before skipping through the caverns. She led him up and above ground and teased him a bit, calling herself Lark, which SK's mother took particular interest in. Lark mentioned many things, that she was a spirit and that was neither alive nor dead, that SK may not be truly alive, and thus was safe from the Vine's detection, as well as the location of the Moon Well, which Lark said was a place of great importance long ago. She also mentioned that the heart of the forest was weak and that she wanted it restored. She took SK to the Moon Well and eventually let him return home, revealing that none of this was a dream, much to SK's confusion. And with that, I believe that is all caught up. And we'll go ahead, I'll just let you folks rise and shine if anyone has any color that they would like to do before having a little morning discussion amongst yourselves.
I think much like the previous morning, SK wakes to his ranket, if you will, the rat blanket. Gives a big stretch. Finds that his muscles are a little more sore than he remembers. Odd. Doesn't remember tossing and turning that much in his sleep, but whatever. Rat's just falling off of him as he stretches. Morning, everyone.
Morning, Your Majesty.
Good morning. Looks like you slept well.
Yes, this seems the place for prophetic nighttime activities, I suppose. I had the most curious dreams.
Oh, you too? Then care to share with the rest of us, or is that your little secret?
Oh, no. Let's see. I dreamt that I was led into the forest up above. And there was a place of very great interest. Something... sacred, perhaps, is the proper word. A well in the forest.
Did you get a good look at the well, or was it just a well?
DM, I'm trying to remember the exact specifications. It was like pretty simple in appearance, right?
Yeah,
like kind of like the ruins of like a temple.
So, this is my bad. I actually don't think I described it very well in the previous session, so allow me to essentially describe it a bit more here. So, essentially, it was just like a very soft and faintly glowing, not as nearly as vibrant as what I just posted in the chat, but just like a small pool of water that was just like there. As I said, a slight glow to it, but nothing too much. It mostly just looked of water to you, like slightly shiny water, surrounded by a bunch of rocks with a small little few steps to lead into the more central area of it.
Well is perhaps not the correct word. Like a pond with a bordered by rocks, and it was glowing quite effervescently.
That's the second odd dream we've had down here. I'd say we'd better keep a lookout then, since everything's becoming too real. Tate, you didn't have any strange dreams, did you?
Nah, just the usual, nothing out of place.
The usual?
Well, yeah, I mean, the same sort of thing you see when you fall asleep normally. Nothing strange, like no pools or nothing.
That's fair. Oh.
I mean, have you guys been getting a lot of weird dreams from us traveling around? Maybe it's just the mist, still lingering in your system.
Entirely possible, I suppose. It could be also our subterranean surroundings. Not a lot of fresh air down here, I'm afraid.
Don't look at me. I haven't really had exactly a dream for a little while.
Then let's focus on getting everything done, then. And we can go back home and sleep in some nice, comfy beds and have a regular night's sleep. That sound good to everyone?
Oh,
That
sounds
sounds perfect.
positively divine.
Yeah.
At this, I was gonna say at this point, Quinn walks out from his room, just kind of like does a big another day in paradise, another night, perhaps.
Hard to tell, but good morning nonetheless.
Quinn, do you get any strange dreams?
I wouldn't say nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, on occasion, we would get some nightmares, but I don't think there's anything prophetic about just dreaming about your limbs falling off and such. It's just scary stuff.
It is terrifying.
I mean, you've never had, like, dreams where you're getting absolutely, like, attacked by anything that moves? I feel like that's pretty normal to have at least one of those every once in a while. Like a zombie apocalypse dream?
Well, I wouldn't exactly call that a dream for us.
That's more just everyday life now, I'm afraid.
Fair enough. So you've been having, like, prophetic dreams over here? Is that what I'm gathering? Sorry, I kind of eavesdropped a little bit from
Oh,
the conversation.
no, don't mind at all. I don't know if it's prophetic per se, but it was very, very realistic. Tell me, Quinn. I understand that your knowledge, your collective knowledge of what lies in the forest above might be a bit limited, but is there any kind of water system up there? A pond, a well, perhaps?
You wouldn't happen to be talking slightly effervescent pond we call the Moonwell? Is that correct?
Ah, effervescent is exactly the word that I used, yes.
No, there is one up there. At least it's not in the safety of the tree, but at least from what I've been told, it used to be quite important to the culture here, but can't exactly access it now.
Not yet,
No.
anyway.
Not yet, anyways.
Maybe you having that dream was a sign, SK?
Oh, perhaps.
There wasn't a messenger in there, right?
Well, I'm sure it was just my mind focusing on something of interest, but I did... Yes, there was someone who appeared in my dream. It was that rabbit folk woman that we saw yesterday.
Lark?
Yes, that was her name, wasn't it?
Every time that name is said, by the way, SK, you get it. There's a pulse. Like, makes your eye twitch a little bit.
Oh, like a behind the eye headache.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Lark showed up just like, was it 5, 6-ish years ago?
So she's quite new to your community.
That she is. She's the last person to come by, essentially, before you folks. Strange she would choose to stay, but I suppose maybe she had nowhere else to go.
Maybe we should see about talking to her.
Yes.
Especially if she appeared in your dreams and this Moonwell is real.
I mean,
Seems less and less like a coincidence.
yeah, she doesn't much leave Gale's side. Gale adopted her. I don't know if he mentioned that to you, but she's generally quite meek, but always has a bit of a smile on her face. Does that sound about right?
I suppose so. Meek, however, is not the word that I'd use to describe my nocturnal visitor, but...
Hey, if she's... She never really much told us where she came from, so you can get more information out of her. Be my guest. Last connection to Topside that we essentially have. Well, take your time getting up, but I believe we'll be gathering in a few hours for heading out into the mist. Or at least up into Dashek. A little bit scouting. Got a few flags here to help try and chart a little bit of a path, as that's the bar we're currently going with.
Wonderful. We'll be with you shortly then.
Perfect. I'll be heading out a little early. Got a few errands to run, so I'll see you folks at the meeting. Take care. And I'll just walk out.
have something on our to-do list if you want to go talk to her, Your Majesty.
Certainly, if it's not too much trouble, that is.
Given the way Quinn described Lark, was it maybe not all of us should go with you? Wouldn't want to intimidate them, right? In case that dream was entirely one-sided,
Quite.
You are
Smart
very
thinking to be,
intimidating,
yes, very sensitive of you.
I'm just looking out for us, don't worry. Anyways, who'd want to go with us, Kay?
Am I going with?
Yeah. I think... Lark's always by Gale, right? Maybe I could come with and then just keep Gale busy while y'all talk to Lark.
That's not a bad idea. I can potentially try and distract with you. Ask him about ongoings of, well, what the plan is.
We can definitely ask about their past expeditions as well. I mean, they've done it before, right? Wouldn't be entirely unnatural for us to want more details on what we'd be facing up there.
Indeed.
That sound like a plan then, before we regroup and discuss planning heading out? We'll go look into this Lark lead then?
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's do it.
Anti will speak up. Kloven, are you otherwise engaged?
I don't seem to be.
Would you mind accompanying me, Lady Marianne?
Oh, actually, of course. I actually wanted to talk with her for a bit.
Given our theory about Venus, I think it may be good to review what it is she says, as well as what she has created with that in mind. Do you find that agreeable?
A wonderful idea, yes.
Appreciation. With that?
Be sure to say hello to the little rabbit for me.
Hey.
Alright. Then we'll go ahead and head out. Start with the Marianne stuff, since the other will kind of be happening at the same time. So, Kloven, would you like to... She'll be exactly where you last saw her. Just doing some drawing on the wall. Seems to be her usual spot.
Yeah, he's going to approach and not speak up right away, just kind of gaze at the drawings that she has and kind of will step forward and do like an odd hum. Like, oh, you are always at work.
Well, I just want to memorialize what it is that I know. It's, I would say, a perfect job for an old lady like me.
Old, I wouldn't give it a second thought. My goodness.
Such a charmer you are.
Well, what are you working on today?
Well, I drew the one piece of Venus before, but I figure, as much as it may pain me, it is important to draw more of their story, so this time drawing all the nasty adults that yelled at them and forced them to run away. The people deserve to see how they were treated.
Yes, I agree. People need to learn from history. Must have been a sad thing. You seemed very close to Venus.
They were such a kind soul. And He helped me get my cat back once. I'll never forget that.
We often don't forget small acts of kindness like that.
Yes, Chomsy was a cute one.
Oh. What a charming name.
Well, he essentially had no teeth, so any little chomps were more so little kisses than actually biting. It was very cute.
I love you. I don't see him anywhere on this mural, so
Oh,
maybe that could be the next thing you draw.
that's a good idea, young sir.
Kloven, please.
Oh, Kloven, it is lovely to meet you.
Yes, we've crossed paths just a few times, but it's nice to have a formal introduction.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little forgetful sometimes.
That's all right. That's all right. Hard to forget someone like you, though, as beautiful as you are.
She just blushes. Anti, who's been there, is just kind of watching this interaction. Just says, Marion, we will be looking into the forest for Venus. And we hope that we shall bring her back. You will be the first person we bring him to. You can see
That is our hope, anyway. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she turns around and just like her eyes open for the first time to say, I hope you do. I never did get to say thank you to them. You
You've
can
been gone for far too long.
As you sort of take a closer look at the mural, you can see, like, in all of the pictures and drawings, the people are very crude, but there's like a noticeable loving care drawn for Venus from each of them, or like whenever they appear. And she just always makes sure to give them as much respect as she possibly can.
Appearance-wise, he's gonna look and take in that visage of Venus. Do they look exactly like Anti, or?
Yeah, so it's a little different. And I don't know if I properly described it, but same with Leon. Leon had like a bit of differences to her. They all have, or Liana, I said Leon. Liana was more so made out of like different, a different type of wood than that of Anti's. And so as you look here at Venus, you can see that essentially what they are is they have the same sort of eye look as Anti. However, their color is green, more so primarily. And around the, what would be the shoulders, them being kind of hunched creatures, it's kind of hard to tell where the shoulders are. You can see basically, I don't think you would know what this is, but just for the, or Kloven would know what this is. But just for the sake of ease of telling, it is essentially a small Venus flytrap that almost forms like a little neck piece around that frames their face.
Oh, that's cool.
And so there's like little spikes kind of jutting up and around their neck, almost like a frilled lizard from the dinosaurs. But it seems to be quite large enough to encapsulate their whole face if needed. But then once it gets below, it's more so vines. Where with Anti and Liana, you would find more brown wood. This creature is made entirely of green. It seems to be very much interconnected with the the nature of the rainforest that Dashek is a part of.
Makes sense. I'll be camouflaged very well, but we're determined to bring it back.
If you do see them, be sure to tell them that Marianne misses them. I
will be sure to get that.
I like to think he cared for us all individually, and I hope he remembers the name.
I'm sure he does.
Is there anything else you'd like to say to her?
No, I think he's just gonna keep berating her with compliments about the mural
Sounds
and
good.
Yeah.
Does Kloven draw? I'm curious if you would want to help and if how good he is.
I actually was thinking about that. So he wanted to. I want him to pick up one of the pieces and try to draw his own version of Chumpsy.
Chompsy, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so what she paints with is essentially just like discolored stalagmites.
Okay.
So it's stuff that she's found while scouring through the vast underground tunnel network that there is. So you can just pick it up, and it's a very crude, almost like chalk-like experience where you kind of just like press it into it, and you know, some of it rubs off well, some of it doesn't, and everything as you sort of do your best to do a little oval with 4 sticks and just the mouth wide open. Would you mind making me a performance check? I have to see how good this little drawing is.
Well, I was gonna say since his sister is so good in the musical art, I'd say he'd be pretty decent. I mean, he works well with his hands, so that's a plus. Well, let's see. Okay. Performance. Okay.
You know, if anything, it's more charming the lower the number is.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
You know what I mean? It's a 7. So I just imagine it is literally just as simple as... It is literally just as simple as just like a little oval with a tail, 4 sticks, one each where the legs are, and then just like the big like pop cat mouth.
Well, I could draw it better if I had an example.
Oh, but it looks just like them. Thank you.
Oh, does it now? Well, you're welcome.
She can't see very well.
That's what he's hoping. That's what he's betting on.
Yes. With that, we'll wrap the scene up and go over to the other one. So, the 4 of you that are heading over to to find Gale and Lark. It doesn't take very long. What you essentially see as you walk into the main market area in the distance, as everybody's getting shops set up, excuse me, you can see that Lark and Gale are actually sitting next to each other on a small little bench-like formation across the way. They seem to just be kind of chatting with each other very casually.
All right, divide and conquer, we said.
Yeah, all right. Gale, excuse me, do you have a moment of time?
Oh, by all means, what can I help you with? And then they'll kind of get up and walk over to you, like start to walk over to you, turn around to Lark, and just whisper a few words before coming forward. And he says, what do you need? You're not meeting for another hour or so.
I know, but we figured to save time, we'd ask you some more basic fundamental questions for our group so we can skip right to the planning. We're not too familiar with the types of dangers you encounter. I think that much is obvious, and we almost got jumped by the plant life above us. We know you and the others have gone on these expeditions before, and I have to ask, is it more combative or more evasive when you guys have to do your expeditions?
And while you're asking this, Adamar is essentially just going to be like, sort of like insinuating a walk and talk with him towards the direction of the guard cavern, as you both will just start to walk away. SK and Thaddeus, we will get back to you two. I'll do this conversation first, if that's all right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And so, yeah, we'll say, essentially, the best that we've been doing is being able to put some flags down, put some signs, scratch into the forest a bit to be able to say, we have checked in this direction. But as far as any real discoveries, it's just a giant forest. And I can't say there's been really too terribly much. The one thing I would add is sometimes when we're up there, some folks swear that they hear a slithering coming from up above the trees in the canopies. And go ahead.
I was gonna ask something a bit more serious, but during these encounters up there, how many people would you say you've lost on average on these trips? I get it from how comfortable people are with being down here versus trying to push up there, that the survival rate's been a discerning factor for them.
It has. Generally, the rule of thumb that we try to operate off of, and it is not an exact science, and nor do we like this being the rule of thumb. The minute someone gets snatched, or the minute things go south, get the fuck out of there. I don't think there's been more than a handful of expeditions in the last few years that have resulted in no casualties. It is what they sign up for, I suppose. Potentially trading a life for the hope of something more. And you asked earlier, more offensive or evasive, yes?
Yeah. Do you deal with each just as it pops up, or do you actively try to worm out of them?
It's definitely a worm out of them situation. We don't exactly have the firepower to fight back. Attacks happen quick, sudden. One moment
I
where
know a lot of. Oh god. You finish what you were saying.
Yeah, when we head into the mist, visibility is essentially zero. So sometimes all it takes is just a yelp to know that we've lost one. We'll never see him again.
I'll be honest with you, our group is a bit more front-loaded when it comes to combat. So we may end up taking things that drag out along a little too much. Don't be afraid to retreat, though, if things get like that. Ain't no reason y'all have to risk your lives, because we have to.
Adamar will hop in. If anything, that may be an opportunity for us to help. Given that your groups focus on survival and are... I don't think there's a better way to say it than ill-equipped compared to ours. Perhaps it's best that we do handle the fighting for the most part. Gale will kind of just shrug and just be like, "You're not wrong. Oh, things do go south. We don't want to lose any of you. There's no shame in running." You're not wrong. We have lost a few good men in defense of our town. Know what it's like to have their lives hang in the balance. More specifically, hang in my hands. It's difficult, but the burden to bear.
You have to make that call on when someone's too far gone. I mean, I know you mentioned the yelps, but situations where there's a chance, but it's only a small chance to save someone. Are you the one that makes the call every time, Gale?
I remember a few months ago, one man, Gerald, he was snapped, but only got his leg. So we had to watch just as he disappeared into the mist. As he gripped into the dirt, hanging on with every bit of strength he got. Until all of a sudden, silenced. We do sometimes have the ability to cut a vine off here and there, but it's always fear. When you cut one off, more come. There's this awful shrieking. Each cut. You've come to a hellish place, I can tell you that.
Right now, hell's boiled over the whole world. And some of us will have to rise to meet that hell. Its trials, its tribulations. I understand the necessity of standing up to it for others, but it is rather a fearful thing to think about. The idea of bearing some kind of responsibility for your whole group. It's a scary thought.
Yes.
But after seeing how your group still pushes on, I'll just keep the memory of this journey close to heart.
All I really want is to be able to go back up there and give Lark a proper place to live. Not here in this dismal caverns.
Lark means that much to you, huh?
I've only known her for half a decade or so, but never did find somebody. So, having someone to protect, it's nice. Someone to care for.
I think my pa put it best, that any good man can think of making a difference in his world, but making a difference for someone else makes it more concrete, more attainable, something that you can realize. If having Larks around you, if having Lark around has made you all the more for it, then I think we'll gladly toss ourselves with you to try to get a decent future for her as well.
You should get to know her. think she could use some friends. Most folks just look at her and, well, see someone that looks different than them. But given your party, seems like that's kind of the norm.
World's full of different people. I promise you, when things are all set up, you'll get an influx of trade and communication, and, well, people around her will have to get different, not just Lark.
Can't wait. Anything else you want to say?
I think I'm good.
Right. Then we'll go back to Sewer King and Thaddeus. As you both approach Lark, you immediately notice that her sort of more soft expression, as soon as Gale leaves the picture, switches to that same sort of smile that you saw in the previous night. To say, well, I wasn't expecting you to just show up like that.
No?
No. Some part of me thought that you would at least be a bit more subtle about it.
Ah. Well, subtlety has never exactly been my particular forte. Is now a good time for us to speak?
A fair enough time, I suppose. Would you mind introducing me to your friend, Sewer King?
Ah, naturally. Do forgive me. This is Thaddeus, my very best friend and... well... I was going to say colleague, but that seems a bit, impersonal. But we've been nigh inseparable for many years.
That's a way of putting it.
A pleasure to meet you, Thaddeus. You two seem to have at least, or your group seems to have at least a good head on its shoulders to know to take Gale away if you want to talk openly. You have questions?
You seem to have expected this conversation.
Not immediately, but given what I showed you last night, he did tell you, correct, Thaddeus?
I did share the details of what I was shown. So it was you then.
Yes. As I told you, it was no dream.
Not a dream. Then how did we get up there?
Same way you'll get up there today, I'm sure. Climbing up the spiral.
And you will not be joining us?
No. This town, I am simply a frail person.
You've certainly got them all fooled, because frail is not how I would describe you. Why do you put on this act? Would it not be more beneficial to show others, Gale, perhaps, where the well is located?
Gale knows where the well is located. You two, well, all 6 of you, just give a bit more hope than the efforts of the people here.
You do not think you would survive the journey?
I think putting these people out there without the help of people like you would be tantamount to annihilation. They need you.
I see. That doesn't precisely answer one part of my question, though.
Which part was that?
Why do you hide your own capabilities?
And she pauses for a bit. It would throw things into chaos.
Chaos?
Correct. At least if my assumptions are to be believed.
You mind if I step in for a moment?
By all means.
Lark, was it?
Correct.
SK here isn't the only one who's had dreams that turned out to not exactly be dreams lately. So I'll keep things brief. If I've learned anything since we started leaving our hometown, it's that we should leave our assumptions at the door. Nothing is the way we think it's going to be. And if you have things that you know that could help all of us, then it would be better if you told us now.
He ponders that for a bit. I don't believe it would be helpful. I
Do
don't
you believe...
Hmm?
Sorry, you finish.
I don't have much in the way of power to truly affect things at this point in time.
At this point in time, but perhaps down the line?
Whenever the confrontation comes, I will give you everything that I have.
You truly think that something cataclysmic is going to occur?
I don't see how you can handle Namiota without something truly insane happening.
And you are perhaps a catalyst of change. So you choose not to interfere, you choose to do nothing?
I am a child of Selune, but one that has lost all but the faintest sliver of her power. I merely choose to save that energy for when it is most needed.
Such as when we face Namiota.
When things are truly dire.
If I might. Who is Selune anyway?
Oh, we all come from different corners. Selune is the god of the moon.
And is this child thing more figurative or
Literal.
You're a literal child of the moon?
of a god?
Yes. Yes.
Can
Forgive me if
I'm sorry, I'm insight checking this.
Sure.
Press X to doubt.
So, yeah, Sewer King's like, what do you mean you're born of the moon? What do you mean?
Can I help with this? Thaddeus is also in doubt mode. Like,
Since it's insight and you can't really like assist on insight, just roll me 2 insight checks.
yeah, that works.
I got a 4.
I got a 19.
Okay, that's much better.
Yeah, she's a rock child, definitely born of the moon.
He's like, oh, sure, whatever.
Stranger things have happened, I guess.
SK.
Your understanding of gods is pretty limited, Thaddeus. In fact, the only god that you probably know of is that of Bahamut, the one that Kloven worships.
Your Kloven doesn't shut up with the old man.
And so the idea that a child could be born of a god does not seem far-fetched entirely. It's just unbelievable in a way that in this world so bereft of care, of the divine, really, that they would just be here. So as you sort of think through this and look at them, you feel that they're probably telling the truth.
Does Gale know of your, unique heritage?
No.
I feel like
He should know.
having... I feel like, having the descendant of a godlike being in their midst would give them some semblance of hope, perhaps? Inspiration? Do you not have any ambitions to guide these people, lead them?
They gave up on me long ago. I'm doing this for myself, most of all.
Forgive me, but you've only been here for 6 years. Correct?
In this town, yes. I've lived for millennia.
Oh,
Well,
it
I
doesn't
guess
show. You look great.
Being a child of the god and all does help.
I guess that does give some credence to that claim.
I can feel at least the energy of Bahamut radiating off of your Kloven, I believe their name was.
Mm.
Unnatural beauty does tend to come with people related to gods. She gives this coy smile.
No. Oh no, you've got it all wrong. Kloven is not divine. He simply worships the divine.
Oh, my mistake. That faint trace just felt all too familiar to me in my weakened state.
In any case, if you've got divine heritage, why are you putzing around this town and not doing something with it? Yeah, you said they gave up on you, but have you given up on them too?
Her smile cracks. Maybe. Maybe I have.
Not entirely, though, if you're still here.
I just want to get back home.
And the well will help you do that?
The energy in the well will hurt Namiota more than traditional weapons. It is a weapon in a way, the rage of the moon.
Is there a way to utilize it without any permanently lethal effects? I think there is a reason to keep Namiota alive.
Keep it alive? Why?
We have reason to believe that it has connection to our own comrade, Anti.
There's no way anything that you have is connected to that monster.
Have you seen Anti?
I have, but trust me. You should not spare a creature like that.
You say you've been alive for millennia.
Mm-hmm.
Have you always been here? Or around here, anyways?
Aside from a small journey a few years before coming here, yes.
So you remember Dashik?
The part of
original.
Dashik I could see, yes.
The part you could see?
Care to elaborate on that?
Oh, yes, of course, of course. My life force was connected to the Moonwell directly. And so all I could see was the area surrounding that. Given that the people from Dintown decided to not build their savior tree around the Moonwell, I got cut off and abandoned by the people here.
In town.
Hmm?
Nothing. Just something sounded familiar.
Well, I'm terribly sorry that happened to you, but the reason why I ask is if you recall the original Dashik, surely you must remember Venus.
I'm not familiar.
Oh. I suppose that makes sense. If you were cut off from the tree, you wouldn't have met Venus.
Considering it was decades, essentially only seeing white, no. The first glimpse I had of this part of the town that the tree covers was when I came by just those few years ago.
Unfortunate. Venus is was the sibling of our Anti. We suspect that somewhere within Namioda, hopefully, resides the memories and consciousness of Venus. That is why we want to end things, well,
Non-lethally.
non-lethally.
We hope there's something we can do to fix it.
Well, I wish you both luck.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
You'll excuse me. I have some funeral rites to oversee.
Funeral rites?
Did someone die?
In a distant part of the cavern, yes. Natural causes, nothing to be alarmed.
Ah. Unfortunate then.
Yeah.
I hope
No.
you appreciate me being open with you all.
Most certainly. I know that vulnerability is difficult with strangers.
Sometimes it's even harder for the people you're close with.
Indeed. She'll do a bow before walking off.
Well, who would have thought we'd have a literal moonchild amongst us?
Yeah. Gotta say, that wasn't exactly on my agenda.
No. One has to wonder what exactly that moonwell does. She says her life force is tied to it, but clearly she's been disconnected from it for some time.
Yeah, it's... Sorry, I'm still thinking about it. I had the weirdest sense of deja vu just now.
Oh? Have you met another godchild before?
Unless Kloven's one, no I haven't. And you know as well as I, there's not a whole lot holy about that man.
Certainly not.
But it was the Dintown thing. I don't know
Does that
why,
sound
but
familiar to you?
I don't know why. I've never heard that name before.
Perhaps you read it somewhere. In one of the many journals and articles and tidbits. In Kenrill, perhaps.
Maybe. I was going through a lot of books back then, so it wouldn't be entirely out of the ordinary. But Moonwell, Namioda, whatever we're going to do, if it's Venus in there, I'm a little worried.
Things are getting less and less scientific, my friend, and much more mystical.
Not exactly my realm of expertise.
No, nor I.
Well, I'll do my best.
Well, let's rescue the others before they start talking too much about strategy without us.
What are they gonna do without the brains of the operation? They're not gonna get
Uh-huh.
anywhere without your tactics and my planning.
Quite so. One needs the monarch at the front lines to rally the troops.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And with that, I think we'll rejoin Tate and Adamar.
All right.
Join the crew.
Yeah, so you folks rejoin the crew after your discussion with Lark, and I would believe that just like a few moments later, Kloven and Ty will join you. So at the moment, it's currently Gale, probably a few other guards, and you folks. Is there anything you want to discuss here beforehand, or we can just move ahead to the meeting more proper?
I'm good to go to the meeting.
Cool.
I think SK will give Tate a subtle little thumbs up, like the conversation with Lark went well.
It's gonna just nod at that.
I hope it went well. I realized I need to practice my drawing skills a bit more.
I didn't know you did art.
I did.
Well, you know many things about Kloven.
You can learn a lot more if you'd like to, Tate.
You know, you could always start by showing off that art at town.
I told you you could show it off at the festivals before. I mean, you're not half bad.
Please, there are people far more talented than I, but I thank you.
Clarification. Kloven is not good at drawing with stalagmites.
Humorous.
The attempt was humorous.
Thank you for always being so honest.
At last the truth comes out.
Observation. I also was not skilled with stalagmites.
I have hopefully comforting news for you.
Elaborate.
Stalagmites are not normally an artistic instrument.
This is good news.
Yes.
Why did you have to say it like that?
We could be bees.
Good news. Good news, Anti.
I'm sorry. I've that GIF or that like YouTube short, whatever you want to call it, came into my feed like the other week, and it's been a vocal stim for me. This is good news. We can finally be bees.
Mark, I made a steak. A steak!
Okay, sorry.
All right. You can do it.
Okay. We're locking back in. This is a grimdark campaign full of horrors.
No, it's not. No, it's not. This is clown behavior.
Bad news.
This is bad news, guys.
All right.
Damn it. Okay, war meeting. Yep.
War meeting.
Let's organize a trip up, guys. Come on. Anti, you've gotten a lot better at talking, though.
Query. Was I not good at talking before?
No, I mean, like, you feel more comfortable. Like, you yourself feel more comfortable around us right now. I don't know if your voice should really be reflecting that, or if it's something else, but it's good. Means you're more comfortable around us. Means we're good for you. Friendly. You know?
Humorous, but acknowledged.
At least they think we're funny.
Sometimes a good laugh's all you really need to get by in a situation like this. But something tells me Namiota isn't going to be the comedy-enjoying type.
With that, we'll transition into the meeting. I'll just make it work nice and well. As Gale kind of gets everything together. Everybody has been slowly gathering and saying, no, Namioda is not the comedy type. Not that any of us have ever really seen the monster. Mostly just see the vines. And we all here have familiarity with the vines, correct?
Well, now we do.
Too familiar? Yes.
Yeah, but you found them, dealt with them, and lived, according to what Quinn has told me. That's not something all of us could say.
It helps to chew your way out of them.
Chew? You must have awfully sharp teeth there, Sewer King.
He
Gives a
can.
big grin.
I like to imagine for comedic effect the teeth grow out too.
Pointy.
If you don't mind, actually, maybe this is a bit offensive, but why do you wear that thing around your mouth?
He kind of pauses, like he's trying to think of what the correct answer would be, but he just looks back at Gale, gives another big smile, and goes, just in case.
I suppose I don't really want to know more than that, so we'll go ahead and move on. Well, as we head up, let's keep a few things in mind. We're gonna go ahead and take a good look around Dashek for a bit, make sure nothing's changed. Then likely head into the mist in one direction. We'll keep on looking around to see if we can find anything. For the rest of you, he points at everyone but your group. I think the best way forward, and feel free to jump in, gestures to you folks, is that we should just be as safe as possible and leave the fighting to these folks. Does that sound like a fair statement?
I think so.
You can see the folks are generally nodding in agreement of just like, you can see there's definitely a bit of fear on their eyes, but like a quiet steeled courage.
DM, remind me, because I can't remember if this was brought up in the last session. Did they say what the goal of this expedition was? Was it purely just exploration, or is there a end goal that they are trying to reach?
It's more so just exploration. Their main goal is just to see if they can find anything that could potentially help with the cause.
Okay.
But I think Quinn will probably speak up and just say, I think I'll stick with them at least. Being the best fighter in town and all. Gale looks at Quinn and says, if you think you're up for it, then I suppose you are more than welcome to. Says, I don't know. I like to think I can tangle with these folks despite their superior technology.
We could certainly use your fisherman's arm, that's for sure. That's for certain.
They grin, very widely. Does anyone have any further questions? He looks over to you folks. I wish we had more information or more progress to discuss, but it's what we've got.
If Namioda... Oh, sorry, Rod.
Nope, you start.
You first.
If Namioda does appear, you understand what our goals are, right? We're gonna try to approach it first, right?
The logical side of my head is saying that you'd be foolish to do so, given what we assume about the creature. But given that we should best leave our assumptions at the door, in these cases, we'll see what happens. If you ever do hear the shrieking, highly recommend staying as still as possible. It's often the prelude to something worse.
Understood.
Noted.
And don't worry about us. Gale, you get your people out of their trouble, alright?
I'll do my best. I want you all to make it home alive too. I want you dying for us.
Rest assured, Gale, I don't think that's the plan.
Trying to be positive.
Anything else?
No, ready to go.
All right. Up we go then. We'll go ahead. It's like the group of you. It's, you six, Gale, Gale, Quinn, and then roughly a little over a dozen more folks are the expedition for this. See, there's a few guards that are hanging back as you kind of walk through the area. And once you get to the spiral that led you down into this cavernous formation, you can see they all kind of just give you a quick salute as you walk through and begin to make your way ascending back up. As you're doing so, Gale will kind of turn around real quick and just say, keep noise to a minimum. Best you can. You can talk, but whisper.
Kloven looking down at his plate armor.
Clink, clank, clink,
Clink, clank, clink, clank. Before we get
That's why I'm naked.
Before we get too far, looking at the immediate surroundings, is there for lack of better term, is there like mud anywhere nearby? Like a mud pit or something, or a creek, or
yeah. Make me a perception check.
24.
Ooh.
24. All right.
Give
Yeah.
me a topographical map right now.
Now.
I can tell you exactly what the topographical map of a rainforest should look like. Absolutely. I've definitely learned that in biology, and I'm not making this up on the
You
fly.
did your homework. You wrote a whole fucking catch up, right? It's part of 3,000 words.
Characters. Don't give me that much credit. But yeah, I think probably as you guys start to make your way out into the ruinous city of Dashek, the part that's safe inside of the cover of the tree, you can quickly identify, just given the human nature of the area, like a big old pile of mud that has essentially just you take a quick step and just immediately feel your foot kind of sink in a little bit and know that you found just a big old deposit of mud.
Without any explanation whatsoever, SK is just gonna start slathering himself in it.
Oh.
SK, what are you?
What? We're trying to blend in with the forest, yes?
He's entirely right, as Tate will go ahead and join us.
Is that
Kloven
I
will make
regret his choice of white coat.
is
I
that
highly recommend that everybody looks at Quinn and Gale as well. Everybody follow suit, yes?
You can see Gale is hesitating a bit more. Quinn is just like, hell yeah, and just jumps in as well.
Mudbath, mudbath.
Mudbath.
Oh.
Is this
Feels like home.
Gale just like, is this actually a strategy that you folks have to avoid detection?
I don't know.
No.
We've never fought plant things before. Oh, sorry, Rod.
Mamiota seems to rely on senses, yes? Much like any other creature. Sight and scent are very powerful. Scent, even more so. If we smell like our surroundings, we'll blend in with them better.
Gale looks back to the other expeditioners like,
Don't forget the masks. We all got masks. Don't
Yep.
forget that.
you have to say, they're all wearing their masks, but Gale will just be like,
Would you rather I find a skunk, Gale?
there are no skunks in this forest. There's no life in the forest.
You'll find
Well,
one.
then mud will have to do then.
Here, Kloven, if we put these branches in you, you'll look like a natural clanking pine cone. I don't know if those are
Yes.
natural to rainforests. but-
Very, very natural.
You certainly are some kind of apex predator, aren't you, Sewer King?
Indeed.
And Gale kind of hesitantly will go ahead and not jump in very excitedly, but at least just like cover the face and the arms and the legs to a moderate degree with mud. You see a good number of the expeditioners do the same.
SK is just gonna walk up to Kloven with just this handful of mud and just look at you expectantly.
He was literally trying to slink back to the back. Oh,
It's for your own safety, I assure you.
hmm. He kind of looks to Adamar to see what he's doing.
Adamar has he maintains style with the function of his outfits. Like it's leather, but then there's like a nice outfit below hand or like below all of that. And he just looks at it and just goes, in my time hunting does make sense. We'll just very regrettably do it as well.
He's just gonna like take 2 fingers and do like the whole just like almost like a face mask, like just under the eyes a little bit. Like
You do realize
don't be shy, Kloven. I assure you it won't tarnish your handsome features.
You do realize that we don't need to put this on our face, right? I mean, we're wearing masks.
it's cool to the touch, at least.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, everybody, Thaddeus, I assume you did it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mud gang.
Mud gang.
Blood gang.
I like how Thaddeus was worried about the mud on his like white lab coat, but also like, brother, we are covered in blood every other week. The red ain't washing out.
Correct.
It's not. He reluctantly puts it on. It's okay.
All right. With that,
Do we get a stealth boost, DM,
Yeah,
for
so
being muddy?
you can get
Yay.
a stealth boost.
Hell yeah.
That
I
was
mean, I can just roll with like a regular roll and not at disadvantage.
It's the mud.
The mud.
So as you guys are up here, Gale will kind of just quickly ask. It's a quick overview. We've gone in that direction and that direction, and you can see that he points basically to the area that you guys came from. Not too much back towards the way of the old town. Assumedly there wouldn't be anything there. But I suppose the next step is to figure out which way to go.
Do I, with a quick look of my surroundings, do I remember which way the well is?
You do. Just as a... I don't even need to ask you to roll survival, just given who you are, essentially. A creature of instinct and habit. You can immediately be like, it was this way, if you were to want to direct people to the Moonwell.
I think he would, because unless anyone else suggests a heading, I think he's going to look around and give the air a big ol' sniff and look back at the others. Well, this way, I think.
You can see Gale will kind of look over to you and just be like, if you are truly the apex predator, then I suppose your nose is the best of any to follow. You can see, after you start to like make your way towards the edge of the town in the mist, where the mist cuts off, you can see Anti quickly catches up with you and just pulls and lays a branch on your side and say, "Don't forget, let me go first. Or at least, side by side."
Anti, would you care for some mud?
I am not certain how this being will identify me. However, and you can see that their eyes kind of go like blank for a bit. Observation. I do have memory logs about the behavior of animals. This would help. And will take some mud from you.
Yeah. Muddy buddies.
Muddy buddies.
Buddy buddies.
Considering I am not truly alive, I do not know what to expect. But yes.
Well, it wouldn't hurt.
As Anti walks to the edge of the mist, you can see the members of the expedition are essentially all a little cautious of this moment, just knowing that they're about to head into the mist. As Anti walks forward, the mist proceeds to kind of just go down to the floor, or going up and into Anti's form, creating this pocket. You can see they all like look on in like surprise and wonder. And Quinn will speak up. They spoke the truth. What a useful thing to have in this situation.
Yes, and if we can restore your tree, well, you'll be quite literally able to breathe easier.
My first instinct was to say I can't wait. Then I worried that was too hopeful. But then again, maybe that's what we need right now.
I think any expedition without a trace of hope is doomed to failure.
At this point, everyone kind of gathers at the edge, and Ty turns around and just says, "Stay close. Circle only has limited range." You begin to make your way into the mist. At this point, can I please have everybody make me some perception checks?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yes, ma'am.
And stealth checks, thank you.
That's a 6, and that's a 2.
A 9
Whoa,
and a
no!
7.
16 and nat 20 for stealth.
The
It's
mud.
the mud, baby, the mud.
The mud did not work.
Mud maxing. We needed more mud, Kloven.
Mud maxing.
Mud maxing.
Should have put the mud in your armor joints.
God. Okay. 1 second. That's not a bad 1 second. That's me rolling for the others, I promise.
No.
This is a really cursed fucking skewing of rolls. Oh my god.
You should be happy to know that everyone else rolled quite well.
Hell yeah.
Just confirming, Meris, your 16 on perception is for this, right?
Correct.
Okay, I just want to double check that side. Okay. Then, as you guys start to make your way, it doesn't take too long. Like as you walk through this area, Sewer King, you remember this only taking like 10 or 15 minutes of a walk. But as it continues going, and you continue to look around trying to make sure that you're as aware of your surroundings as you possibly can, Sewer King, that same pulse that you felt last night that woke you up, that thrumming energy, feel it pulse once more. But it's not just you this time. The whole party feels that same thrum.
Sewer King just kind of smiles as he feels it. Just, we're getting close.
As you continue to make your way, next 5 minutes pass. Kloven and Sewer King, as the ones that rolled well on perception, you start to notice them. The vines.
Uh-oh.
They don't seem to be hostile, similar to your experience before, where they seem to just be vaguely searching. And though some folks are a little lower on the stealth checks than others, they seem we'll say that there's probably at least 4 or 5 that you pass by. And then as you continue walking the next minute, you see another 3.
Could I have a guiding bolt prep just in case?
If you wish to, make me a sleight of hand check for casting that, or for preparing that quietly and unnoticed.
Oh shit!
If you wish, it would be sleight of hand. If you wish to have that prepared.
Okay. No, okay. I think I'll. My stealth has not been good, and I don't think the mud is going to help me with guiding bolts.
No, you don't believe in the mud.
Horrible
That's why it didn't work. You don't believe.
I believe in the mud. I believe. I'll believe in the
I
mud.
really believe in it, Kloven.
Okay, a 14.
There you go.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
We believe in the mud.
Oh,
welcome to the mud.
I don't know if you can hear rolling. I love to ominously roll.
I can hear it. Thank you.
Oh God. It's not great. It's okay.
Okay. From what you can tell, the vines don't react.
Oh, okay.
I'm just as an unspoken thing. I've been mentally giving you guys like a plus like 2 or 3 to your stealth-ish checks from the mud. So
well, now it's spoken.
Oh my God.
I figured I should say that there is something that I'm doing that the mud is influencing.
I can't believe this is actually working.
Mud.
It's not the mask. It's not the mask. It's the mud.
It's the mud.
The mud and the mask get a nice bonus together. Don't worry about it.
The good M&M.
Yeah. Mud and mask.
I think since the two of us were the ones to clock it, SK would give Kloven a look of acknowledgement, sees what he's doing to like prep just in case, and points to the others to like try to signal to him to like quietly alert the others as well.
And you're able to do so. You can see, as it's pointed out, like that there are vines passing by. Everybody is very on edge, but continues. And looking back, Sewer King, you can see that there's Quinn is holding up the rear of the party and has like a few stalactites that he is kind of placing in the ground as each tree goes by to try and help mark the path that you guys are following.
Out of curiosity, this might just be a whole lot of nothing, but I am curious.
Mm-hmm.
Do I at all sense that Lark is following us?
Oh.
Go ahead and make me another perception.
Oh.
19.
Oh. Good rolls.
Okay.
It's the mud.
It's the mud.
The mud.
Yeah, the blessing of the mud.
God.
You do not feel her presence.
Okay. I was just curious.
Mm-hmm. You feel pretty certain of that, I want to add.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And with that, another few minutes pass. The vines still kind of in the area. You can see them moving around, unaware, but still seem to be more aware of you than they were when you first came out. Like there's an inkling that you might be around. And as you guys continue to walk forward, SK, as you are towards the front of the pack, you see it come into view. That same moonwell from the previous night that you may have thought was a dream, yet here it is. As you walk up, the other members of the party, the NPCs, I should say, kind of come and start looking around, and you quickly notice that Gale is staring at the moonwell, seemingly lost in thought, as everyone starts to do a quick survey of the area and what this could be.
I think SK is going to scooch up closer to Gale and try to see what he's seeing. It's a pretty place we found, isn't it?
It is indeed. It's strangely familiar.
You've not been here before?
Can't say that I have. No,
Hmm.
not at least myself.
Interesting.
You can see he leans down and reaches his hand into the water. The same sort of shimmering effect that it gives off kind of lingers on his hand a bit. It's a pleasant feeling. Comforting.
Do you suppose it to be magical?
Not exactly a magically leaning person myself, but it's a strange comfort I think washes over me. Especially when I feel it on my skin. You see he reaches down again to kind of check again.
looking around the space, are the vines here as well, or are they kind of staying clear of the pool?
I was going to get to this. Can I have everybody make another stealth check?
Oh, okay.
Man.
That's a 12.
23.
10.
Button.
Nat 20! Let's
The
go!
mud! The
The
mud!
I
mud.
am finally blessed.
Mud blessing.
One with the ground.
One with dirt.
One with the earth.
I have returned to soil.
All right. Just sort of as you are moving around, take a look around, see if the vines are here. It's definitely getting busier. What used to be just like a few vines passing here and there, there's a 4 there. As another minute passes, there's 5.
We think she's starting to notice our presence.
Yeah, I'd say that's a safe bet at this point.
Would it be strange to take some of the water
No,
and bring it back with us?
by all means.
Okay, because I think 11 is going to try to collect some of the water.
Mm-hmm. Is it?
Sure.
I assume other folks may do that as well.
Yeah, I mean, taking a few samples back makes sense. Good eye, Kloven. Ashley might want to see this stuff.
Right. Never mind, because I'm not going to throw up a divine scent, but because I already have the other one prepared, so.
Was on the mind.
Mm-hmm.
As you all start to take samples of water, just as essentially prophesized, you hear a distant shriek. One that seems to be far away and above you. But this Gale essentially breaks out of the trance that he was in while looking at the the moonwell, and just says, "That's it. Damn, I thought we would have had a bit more time."
More time.
I think they're coming. On that word, you hear thump, thump, thump in the distance.
Oh no.
But with every thump, it feels like it gets a little closer. At this point, Gale is just going to yell, "Run. Get back as quick as you can. If it appears, remember, don't move."
Run, but don't move.
We can be creative about it.
Yeah.
You ever play red light, green light?
What?
We'll explain the rules later. We should.
We should go.
All right. As you folks start to move and meander your way away from the Moonwell, You can hear, with every step you take, its quickened pace. You know it would only take a little over 5 minutes to make it back. But for every one of your steps, or for every 10 of your steps, you hear another thump as it seems to get closer and closer. Few minutes pass, the running continuing, everyone just running away, not looking back. Thump. Closer. Continuously closer. Until at one point, thumping stops. And you hear a loud rustle as if tree branches are breaking above you. Before a shriek. And at this point, Gale, who is leading the charge, puts a hand up, squeezing a fist tightly. And you see all the expeditioners stop. Do you all stop?
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Red light, red light.
Oh.
I'm picking up the rules real quick.
All right. As you stand there, feeling your heartbeat in your chest, breathing heavily from the sprint, you can see two large objects start to peek through the mist. And as you look up, see where it's coming from, you can't help but just stare. A faint light is attached to what seems to be an enormous body. One that has spikes and eyes. I'm going to go ahead and put this art into the art channel. So,
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Hey.
What
Show
have
me the
you been
boss.
cooking?
thank you to Day for helping to refine and draw this specific art.
Oh boy.
I'm so scared.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh, I love it.
As it peers through, that light is dangling, luring in a way. Your eyes are stuck, affixed to it. Sewer King,
Huh?
you feel your heart's pace fast as your mother's presence can be felt. And you can feel in your heart that what you are looking at is the eye she's looking for.
Oh,
Oh.
boy.
And as everyone stays perfectly still, this creature, with spines on both sides of it, approximately 30 feet in diameter, with two eyes, two large pulsing eyes, with a green hue, unslitted and wide, begin to look around, staring down at the party, moving back and forth, scanning the area detached from each other's gaze. But at least for now, doesn't seem to truly see you.
For now.
What do you do?
It's focusing on anti.
It's not. It's currently just looking around for anything.
Okay. Well, I mean, what can we do? We were told to wait. We gotta stand still, guys.
Yeah.
Surely
It's
none of us will.
listening for anything.
What'd you say, Yulia?
I said it's listening for us. Is that it? Is everyone
Essentially,
being like quiet?
yeah. Essentially,
I
As
think
it-
this is like the T-Rex moment in Jurassic Park.
Man,
Don't move. Can't see us if we don't move.
that initiative button is looking real juicy.
Oh man.
I'm thinking of doing something stupid.
Be stupid.
You can see this form as it slowly peeks through the little bubble of mist that you have. As it continues to peek in, you can see behind it is just this long column of vines. And as it continues to inch further, the column just continues on and on. And as it comes down, it just proceeds to almost reach to the ground level as its eyes continue to just dart back and forth independently of each other, as if looking for any form or sign of truly sentient life.
How close is it to us? The eye specifically, the eyeballs,
Uh-huh.
asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
Hey!
Whoa, hey.
Wide.
The two large pulsating eyes that are currently more so scanning are like more further back, just in the way that the geometry of the creature is essentially, not to throw out all subtlety, essentially that of a Venus flytrap. You all see the visual of it. But the eye that your gaze is affixed to, Sewer King, is attached to a smaller vine and is dangling out in front of the mouth outside of where the jaws would be. And I would say is probably about 10 feet from you. You feel Mother Dearest watching.
I think feeling her expectations and recalling what Lark said the previous night, that the vines don't seem to bother her and don't seem to bother him. He's going to look to the rest of the group, very slowly raise a hand like an open palm to tell them to stay put. And he's going to take a very experimental step forward just to see if any reaction occurs, if it notices him.
As you take the step, sound of your foot crunching against the forest floor beneath you makes this faint squish.
The mud betrayed me.
And you see this creature that was looking in a different direction snaps to attention and is looking you dead in the eye. Not moving yet, but its gaze is piercing.
It does feel like it's looking at me, not necessarily the source of the noise, per se.
Correct.
Ugh. I go back to being still.
SK did not like this.
Can I?
I'm just gonna stare it down.
That's fair. Under my breath, very, very quietly, I'm going to peer up at it and whisper, "Marion misses you."
Oh, that's good.
Oh no, that's how combat
Oh.
starts.
as you do so, Sewer King, it snaps away from you to the sound that it just heard. And it looks directly at Kloven and tilts its head quizzically. Or you hear a guttural noise come from deep inside of it that just says, I'm gonna do my best here. Just Marion.
Oh. What have we done? We done.
And as it sits there staring at you, you can see the eye that's dangling pulses once, twice, thrice before the body shakes a bit and its focus returns. As it does so, you can see out from this center area of it, more vines proceed to spill out and begin to search the area. More and more. As your space continues to get more and more constricted.
Man.
Not gonna say anything else, just breathe it out.
Ooh.
Is it still focused on Kloven?
Yes?
All of the eyes?
All three of them, yes.
Munch, munch.
We're gonna take these flare guns and do something really stupid.
Really stupid.
Oh. I don't want to put my friends in danger, but my mom needs this eyeball.
I wish we were alone, then we could be more stupid.
Man, it's almost like that's how I designed it.
Oh, boo!
Lily's evil. Lily's evil.
To be entirely fair, Meris has been playing characters in campaigns that have very controlling maternal figures.
What do you mean?
Go watch Nexus.
Is that is it still about 10 feet away?
Yes.
All right.
God.
He's gonna slowly unlatch the muzzle, give a quick look at the party,
Oh no.
slowly crouch.
As you crouch, just the anglerfish eye, as I'll call it, moves to look in your direction.
That's fine. That's the one I want.
That's the one I want.
That's the one I want. I think he's gonna leap for it.
Oh.
That's gay.
So you've crouched and are about to jump?
Yeah.
SK, please make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Oh.
I got that guiding
24.
bolt ready. Oh, nice, nice.
Okay.
That's good.
This wasn't a roll against Namiota.
Oh.
Oh.
You quickly dodge out of the way as you see Gale has essentially dove to try and tackle you to the ground
Bro.
to stop you from making a bad decision.
Bro, let me be stupid.
No, SK.
They're gonna hate us now. It's okay. It's okay.
And
I'm
as,
sorry.
as his body falls to the ground with a loud splat, having missed you,
No.
it snaps
mud.
around to you.
No.
Oh,
But not to
God.
you, SK.
It's going for Gale. He's gonna get eaten.
Oh no.
With one quick fell swoop, you hear another shriek as it surges forward. And as Gale looks you directly in the eye, Sewer King,
Oh,
he is gone
oh no.
No,
Into the-
they're gonna make you look.
into the
Oh,
mouth
no.
of the Namiota
Oh no.
as it surges forward, through, and upwards. And as the column of vines proceeds to follow like a snake, you can just see the area where he was and is no longer.
Oh.
But at this moment, it's no longer here.
So I didn't even get the chance to jump because of Gale.
Right?
Oh.
Consequences to our actions? What?
The consequences to our actions.
When will you learn?
Is there any way, like, in reaction to that, if because we're moving now, right? Like,
Oh
as
yeah.
a group, this is it. Tate would try to. I don't know how close he would be to like the whole Gale SK situation, but he would probably try to grab the entirety of Namiota before it took off with
Okay.
Gale. I'll
Yeah.
even rage.
Yeah, say what? Tell me what you're doing. I would say the snake body of it is still moving through the area at this point. We'll go with.
And it's massive, right?
Yeah.
I think Tate is unironically whatever part of it that he can grab, he is going to grab and then bonus action nature surge to generate with the nature storm to try to wrap vines around the snake body to keep it from moving and dragging Gale away any further.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
I believe I make a dexterity saving throw for that.
It is a strength saving throw as with a DC 14.
Okay. It fails.
Wow.
Whoa.
So, what we'll say, just to make this as a part of the moment, you just quickly, on instinct, wrap these vines around it. And as you do so, and it just fastens it to the ground, the body of this creature, you can just see it almost like a ripple or a wave, just thumps against the ground, and you can hear it go on for a while as the areas that were above proceed to fall to the ground itself, ringing out for what seems to be hundreds of feet. But it starts to squirm down there. But you have restrained it temporarily. What do you do?
Forget red light, green light, we're taking this thing down!
Okay.
Now?
Agreed.
Yep, let's do it.
All right. I guess that's what we're doing.
Then
Okay,
go ahead and roll me initiative, I suppose.
Okay.
Lily was like, this is not supposed to happen.
No,
I got
This is not on
5.
the agenda.
I don't know what you're talking about. I pre-rolled initiative. Others can confirm.
Oh,
I rolled a nat 1. My god.
Jesus, SK, way to make you feel fucking impotent.
The natural 20, that's equal to his roll.
Dex use.
Plus 7 in initiative.
I'm speedy.
I'm speedy. He's walking here.
I'm walking here.
Kloven 12. Sorry, I am just finishing up this with your new rolls in mind.
It's all good.
Take your time, take your time.
Can't let the hunk die.
No.
That's a single father right there. That's an American hero right there.
Are you talking about Gale?
Yeah.
The single dad who works 2 jobs?
Yeah. With this adoptive minority child.
Yeah.
All right. Top of the round then. SK, it is your go. I will say at this point, as it's moved away, the face of it is outside the mist.
Of course. As in it's in the mist, or?
Yes. Sorry. It's outside your bubble inside of the mist. You currently just have a giant, essentially, column of trees. Or not trees, vines, that that is in the bubble.
Including the anglerfish eye.
The anglerfish eye is also out there, yes.
Do we have visual on Gale?
Gale is currently inside of this thing.
In the Venus flytrap part.
It's to be
Presumably.
whereabouts unknown, whether it's in the Venus flytrap or further in.
We cut a hole in it right now.
Hey, alright. Cracks knuckles. Time to climb this son of a bitch. I think he is quite literally gonna leap on top of this thing and run up it, like clawing into it, climbing it. I don't know how long this thing is, but just making his way up to the head of it.
Okay. Are you going to attack the body along the way, or just use your action to sprint?
I think I would dash to get as far up it as I possibly can.
Okay. I think... what's your speed? Remind me?
30.
30? Okay. I would say after about 50 feet of running, you can see just... you run, like, directly into the mist. So please make me a wisdom save for mist.
That's a 7.
Okay, that's one level of mist.
Yep.
Oh.
But as you kind of run through, just adrenaline pumping through your veins, the pulsing headache of Mother watching closely and being towards the front of the head. After 50 feet, you can see the spines of the flytrap essentially start to come into view. And you know that you are there, essentially, at its face. Anything else?
Can I preemptively, even though I'm not attacking, can I preemptively activate my level 3 ability for the next round?
Yep, all good.
Alright. Yep, so I will bonus action do that.
Okay.
Just get my claws ready, just dripping with this black ichor.
All right. That's all?
That's it.
That's all.
Okay, then next up, Tate, please go ahead.
You'll just see SK run into the mist.
I'm just reading the wording in nature. As one of them for the only creatures restrained and failing to attempt the saving at the end of their turn. As a heads up, when you guys start your turns, I should have said this for SK. I'm assuming, given that we're all in Auntie's bubble, they're all within my aura, right? 10 feet.
Yes.
You all gain 3 temporary hit points when you start your turn.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so Eska should have those, and then when you guys start your turn, you'll get that as like my plant life will grow around you to protect you. This is kind of a reach, very much a flex. Can I try to pull this thing back from the mist? It's a massive snake creature.
You're welcome to try.
Would this be athletics or pure strength?
Athletics.
Okay, and I'm raging, so that comes with advantage, right?
Correct.
Alright, let's do this. That's a 10!
Oh. What happened in the natural 20 you rolled earlier?
I wasted it with the mud.
You wasted it with the mud.
Maximum mud.
So as you kind of just take a hold of this creature, and you just grab onto the vines for as much purchase of like stability or as grip as you can, your muscles essentially just like pop and just start not like in a bad way pop, but just like they just are really very clear. And you just start to walk, and as you do with this thing, you're not moving it fast, but you are moving it little by little.
Hell yeah.
And that'll be my action. I am on crowd control duty. Your tank is trying to get enmity.
Okay. With that, next up is Quinn. And Quinn will kind of just see what you are doing, Tate, and will do his best to help you out there with his own strength as well. Try and push it back into the mist, or into the bubble, so that way the people will be more potentially able to attack the face as well as they can. So I'm going to roll strength, or an athletics check for him. It's not bad. It's a 16. And so as he kind of starts doing this, and you and pushes with you, you can see that it speeds up even a little bit more, probably pushing at like a few feet per second. Just both of you big muscle folks just starting to push this back. SK, you at the top, like on top of this thing, feel the little shift and shimmy, but are still probably laser focused on your job.
I see.
All right. Next up is Anti. Where is my anti-sheet? There's my anti-sheet. What's going to happen? Let me double check how this works. Seeing that the goal is essentially to almost capture this, Anti is going to cast Plant Growth. And is going to essentially, it's going to probably slow the most of the group from moving very much, but you also don't have that much space inside of the bubble. So try and, I think it's essentially quarter the movement speed of everyone in it. And that includes the Namiota whenever it does break free. So spending their action doing that and their bonus action shifting into their, was it symbiotic entity? Yes. But yes, so that will be their turn, essentially trying to have, using the vines that you have done to essentially try and overtake the form of Namiota's general body to help restrain as well as assist in making sure that you are able to do what you need to do. Next turn is the Namiota.
Oh.
And so, as it is currently pinned to the ground, it proceeds to let out not a shriek, but more of a roar. And SK, you right next to it feel this, like, and it kind of like pushes you back a bit. As you just
Hey, wait.
continuing to struck this. What's up?
DM, I'm not on the initiative list.
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay,
There's-
yeah. Sorry. You
Don't
gotta.
worry, I'm fine.
Yeah, I was saying I didn't miss you.
It's not very high.
Okay. But yeah, so you sort of get rattled by this roar, and as you do, SK, one of the first things you see is essentially just some vines start to pass you by, but they're dangling from the sky still. And they don't acknowledge you, but they pass you and come into the circle with everyone else. And those in the circle notice something. These are not just the same sort of latched vines. There are figures stuck to the end of them, with vines going into them and seemingly pumping fluid. And so, once again, I have an image for this. So,
Oh no.
we are going to drop this into the art.
Oh gosh. Oh no.
So, once again,
So cursed.
so cursed. Once again, thank you, Day, for this.
Thank you for the nightmares day.
Yay, the nightmare.
Thank
For a while.
you.
But
Friend.
you see this figure essentially with the vines coming out of the top of it get dragged over almost like an animal on a meat hook and just set down next to the rest of you as they sort of twitch back and forth before locking on to the party and the general group as a whole to attempt to defend their master. Okay. At the end of their turn, it makes a strength save again, right, Sif?
Yeah, at the end of its turn, it can make the strength save again to release itself from the vines. DC 14.
Okay. It fails again.
Oh.
So it will continue to
Staged.
be restrained. Alrighty. Then with that, Kloven, please go ahead.
Perfect. So this thing that just popped up is a separate entity.
These are
That's-
separate entities that are hanging from the sky, essentially. Like there's a vine that seems to be connected to something higher up.
Okay. All right. Well, sounds like a job for some spirit guardians. Or do we know how many are there?
Yes, sorry. There are 4 of them.
4 of them. Okay, perfect. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Spirit Guardians, and I'm not going to aim for the main vine because I don't want that. They're like, because I know they're trying to restrain it, so I don't want that to get detached in any way.
Rules is written that wouldn't happen, so if you want to do it for
Okay.
damage, you are more than welcome to. And it slows it too.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. So we'll do perfect. Low roll. But it's a DC 13.
Okay.
It would be 11 radiant.
Alrighty. Let me go ahead and make some rolls then. The Namiota succeeds. I'll do this in 2s. 1 pair of the creatures succeeds. The other fails. But yes, so what do your spirit guardians look like? I forget if we've ever actually clarified that.
I think I briefly mentioned it. It was almost like a node to it was like little butterflies that almost looked like music notes.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Sounds perfect. Alrighty. Then yeah, so as you sort of summon these sort of butterflies, they proceed to kind of just like flutter around. And the creatures that have been essentially dropped seem to not really react to them very much, but as it courses through them, the radiant is most certainly affecting it, as you see this sort of emotionless state of the body start to get chipped, but it just keeps moving. It's going to keep moving forward. All right. Next up is Adamar. So Adamar, being the smart man that he is going to see these vines attached to these and is going to attempt to shoot the vines apart, essentially, like a rope, trying to free whatever hold this creature has on them. So first attack will hit. Second attack will also hit. Okay. For 22 damage total. And as he does so, the first arrow kind of just pierces through the viney tendril that holds it. And you see it fray a good bit. And then quickly, just like Legolas, essentially, or just like Robin Hood, square right exactly where the last one was as the vine snaps. And you can see these creatures who have been slowly lurching towards you at almost a glacier pace, considering all of the crowd control that is currently going on, just loses all sense of balance, falls to the ground, and proceeds to just sort of start to writhe there, wildly thrashing about. Next, we have the Namiota once more. So the Namiota is going to probably turn its one eye to Sewer King. The one anglerfish eye is going to get right up in your business and just stare at you. And I need you to make me a wisdom save.
Oh boy. 11.
And it's not a success.
Ooh.
So you're going to just see this thing, the object of your desire, essentially, hanging right before you, looking you deep into your soul. And you can feel the warmth of this eye pulse over and over again. And as you do, you are enraptured by this. And you can feel almost this fiery energy from inside of you bubble, as if something inside of you is slowly starting to give way to this oppressive energy that it exudes. So you take 21 damage.
Ow!
And we'll call that good.
Okay.
Do rolling the strength save to get free. It does succeed this one, so it is no longer restrained at this point. I say no longer restrained, but there's still a shitload of other control effects on it, so...
You've gotten rid of one vine. Now get rid of the rest of the forest.
Spirit Guardian's half movement speed, right? I think it does.
Yeah.
So it halves the movement speed, and then plant growth quarters the movement speed after that. So it is not able to move very much.
It's not having a good day.
No, it is not. But yes, that is the end of its turn. Next up is the newcomers, the creatures that have fallen from the sky. Or not fallen from the sky, dropped into this battle, that are slowly walking towards you all. So you can see, those of you that are still in the mist circle, or in the safety circle, you can see that this body, the one having this like made of roots, trees, and branches with a smaller Venus flytrap with this spherical shape in the center of it. Outside, from the arms, it essentially just proceeds to shoot out a vine towards its target. So I'm gonna have one of these go to Thaddeus, one of these go to Kloven, two of them at the guards, and then one at Adamar and one at Tate, if I didn't say Tate already. I don't think I did. So 6 attacks total.
Okay, go for it.
So I will do Thaddeus.
Yep.
That's a natural 1, so no. Kloven.
Let's go.
What's your AC again?
18.
That will hit you.
What?
It was a 17 naturally, so plus bonuses.
Huh?
Okay. Let me.
I had the 3 temporary hit points at least.
You did. I've got so many sheets up. Where is the sheets? I had this pulled up. But yes, essentially this creature like snaps to you. And sorry, I'm just reading through this while talking. And will essentially pull itself directly towards you until it is in melee range with you, closing the gap in an instant. And it proceeds to essentially go to clasp your head into the Venus flytrap.
Oh no!
So with a second, that will miss. So you quickly dodge your head out of the way as the snap clap of this flytrap snaps right in front of your face. Adamar and Tate. Adamar, that's a miss. Tate, what's your AC?
13.
That actually misses you. Okay.
Yippee.
The 2 guards. That's a natural 20.
No.
Oh, sorry. Kloven, you took damage just from the thing latching to you. I forgot to roll that.
Okay.
Oh, well, I rolled minimum damage, so you take 4. Just as it flies towards you. So natural 20, which will hit one of the guards, of course. And the second one will miss. So the natural 20 is... Where's my other d8s? We'll do... Just pulling it to them, we'll do a big ol' 13 damage. You can see this poor guard is like essentially now freaking the fuck out as the flytrap is right in front of its face. And we'll go to Munch, which will hit for 14 more damage, and that is enough to defeat this one guard. They're not very strong. So you see, as you dodge out of the way of one, you see this mouth just snap onto a guard, and essentially doesn't kill them, but this guard's head is stuck in there, and you can hear him screaming as some untold horror he is experiencing at this moment. That is their turn. So next up, Thaddeus.
I'm gonna deploy the boy. I'm getting out the turret.
Okay.
Thaddeus is going to more or less throw it and then run the opposite direction to try and pincer this thing with the gun. I don't have my actual action because deploying the turret is my action, but I will make it shoot.
Okay.
I've set it to flamethrower mode.
Mm-hmm.
Which means, my good Namiota friend, could you please make me a
Dex save?
Dex save? Yep.
It is restrained still, right?
Is not restrained anymore.
Oh, Moto.
Yeah.
Yeah, restraint is the one thing it broke.
Yeah.
I am having it roll a disadvantage, just considering how slowed its movement speed is. I feel like that makes sense.
Fair.
If your movement speed is normally like 150, but has been reduced to essentially 20, I feel like you're pretty slow. But yes, so it does fail that save throw. So please go ahead and roll me damage.
Okay. That's gonna be 14 fire damage.
All right.
Wait, sorry, I'm wrong. 10 fire damage. I forgot that I actually did.
Gotcha.
Also, wait, it failed. My DC's a DC 16. You sure?
It rolled a 2.
Never mind. Carry on. Carry on.
But yes. All right. With that, I'm going to do a quick round of guards attacking. So they're probably just going to be fighting back against the monsters that have dropped. Wow. Okay. That was a pretty good bunch of rolls. So essentially, what we're going to say is that these guards with their primitive weapons are essentially just going to go ahead and take good slashes out of these creatures, trying their best to make sure that they keep them away and at safe distance, and try a few of them attempting to break the one person free from the bite that they find themselves in. A few of the guards as well are joining Tate and Quinn to try and push the Namiota further back. And with that, there is one more action, which is the Namiota itself, as it sort of struggles to wrest itself free from all of the different things. SK, it's going to try and shake you off. Can you, that be more of strength? I imagine it would be more of strength to hold on from someone trying to shake you off. Is that, yeah?
I think that's fair. Yeah.
Okay. Then please make me a strength saving throw to hold on.
Okay. 8.
Oh. That is not going to be enough to hold on. I'm so sorry. But you're essentially just going to, as it sort of falls, I'm going to have you take a little bit of fall damage because it's that big. Just 1d6. You take 1 fall damage.
I live.
And just sort of like hit the ground. But you see this thing, as it shakes you off, is still essentially getting pulled back by the rest of them. And you find yourself just face to face right in front of it looking directly at you. As you're on the ground and are essentially a free snack if it wanted to take it. And with that, we are going to end session there.
Oh.
Oh my god.
All right. Alrighty, right.
That was fun.
Yes. This was not supposed to happen.
Methinks the DM was dangling bait in front of SK on purpose for a chance.
Honestly.
Bait.
You know, actually, I expected SK to not go for it.
No.
Oh.
I'm weak.
But yes, thank you all so much for playing. I hope you had a good time.
Yes.
Thank you for running session.
Yeah.
Then I think we'll have a little bit of a gap between this session and the next, but hopefully in roughly a few weeks we are getting towards the holidays, so scheduling as ever will become in flux, as we all know.
Indeed.
But thank you all so much for playing. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you all next time. Bye.
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 Bye.